Have you ever wondered if you could spot an online scam before it happens? Or if you'd know what to do if you were targeted? More and more scammers are coming up with clever, high-tech tricks aimed directly at older adults, using everything from emails to phone calls to fake websites. These scams aren't just a nuisance. They can steal your savings, damage your reputation, and leave you feeling shaken and betrayed. In this video, we're going to reveal the 6 newest online scams that are spreading faster than ever among seniors, schemes designed to catch even the most careful people off guard. Whether you use a smartphone, check email, or just like to keep up with friends and family online, these are scams you need to watch out for right now. And if you've ever worried about a strange message, a suspicious phone call, or a deal that sounds too good to be true, this is the information you need to protect yourself and your loved ones. Stay with me until the very end, because you'll learn not just what these scams look like, but also the simple steps you can take to stay safe, stay smart, and stay one step ahead of the crooks. No matter your age, you deserve to feel confident every time you go online. Now, let's get started. Trap 1: The Fake Tech Support Scam. Among the most dangerous and widespread scams targeting seniors today is the so-called fake tech support trap. It usually starts with a phone call, a pop-up window on your computer, or even an email, claiming your device has a virus or urgent problem. The message looks official, often using the logo of a well-known company, maybe Microsoft, Apple, or a popular antivirus brand, and it warns you that if you don't act fast, you'll lose all your files or your bank account will be at risk. Scammers play on fear, hoping to catch you off guard. When you're just reading the news or checking your email, they'll give you a toll-free number to call or urge you to click a link. The person on the other end may sound polite, professional, and eager to help, but their real goal is to get remote access to your device or convince you to pay for bogus repairs. Once they have your trust, they may ask for your passwords, credit card details, or even control your computer while you watch. By the time you realize what's happening, you might have lost money or, worse, opened the door to identity theft. Let's talk about Frank, age 81, who got a call one morning from a support agent claiming his laptop was sending out dangerous signals. Frank, who used his computer mostly for video calls with his grandkids, got nervous and followed the instructions to download a program. Suddenly, his screen was filled with alerts, and his banking app stopped working. It took hours on the phone with his real bank to lock down his accounts and undo the damage. Frank wishes he trusted his gut and hung up right away. Experts say that legitimate companies will never call you out of the blue about computer problems, and they'll never ask you to let a stranger control your device. If you get a suspicious call or message, hang up. Don't click on strange links or give out personal details. If you're unsure, reach out to a trusted friend or local tech support before taking any action. Remember, your computer and your peace of mind are worth protecting. Trap 2: The Phony Package Delivery Scam. One of the most convincing new scams making the rounds is the phony package delivery scheme. With more and more seniors ordering groceries, medicine, and gifts online, scammers know that a message about a delayed package can set off a wave of worry. This scam usually starts with a text, email, or even a phone call, claiming that a delivery to your address couldn't be completed or that there's an urgent problem with your shipping information. The message often looks legitimate, featuring real company names like UPS, FedEx, Amazon, or the Postal Service, sometimes even using your real name or city to seem more believable. The message includes a link asking you to verify your address, track your package, or reschedule a delivery. But the link doesn't take you to a real company website. Instead, it brings you to a site controlled by scammers, designed to capture your private information, steal your passwords, or install malware on your phone or computer. In some cases, the scam site will ask for payment, tricking you into giving up your credit card details for a package that doesn't even exist. Consider the experience of Susan, age 77, who got an official-looking email on a busy morning, warning her that a package was about to be returned unless she confirmed her details. She clicked the link and filled in her name, address, and a few numbers from her bank card just to be safe. Hours later, her bank called about suspicious charges, and it took weeks to fix everything. Susan realized too late that she'd never even ordered anything for that delivery window. Experts warned that legitimate delivery companies will never ask for personal information or payment through unsolicited messages. If you receive a delivery notice you weren't expecting, check your recent orders by logging into the store's official website or call the company directly using a phone number you know is real. Never click on unfamiliar links or share sensitive information in response to a surprise message. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Trap 3, the grandchild in trouble scam. This scam is as heartless as it is clever, and it's spreading quickly among seniors who treasure their families. The grandchild in trouble scheme often begins with a phone call, text, or email, sometimes even a message on social media. The voice or message says it's your grandchild, niece, or nephew, and claims to be in serious trouble, stranded in another city, caught in an emergency, or even facing arrest. The message is urgent and emotional, begging you not to tell anyone and to send money right away for bail, medical bills, or to get home safe. What makes this scam so powerful is how personal it feels. Scammers have learned to gather details from social media, online directories, or previous data leaks, so the caller might use a real name, mention your city, or refer to actual family events. Some scammers even use voice cloning software to mimic the sound of your loved one. The panic in the message can make even the comp's grandparent feel desperate to help. Let's look at the story of Harold, age 84, who received a tearful call from someone claiming to be his grandson, Mark. The voice said he'd been in a car accident while traveling and needed several thousand for immediate legal fees. Mark begged Harold not to tell his parents, insisting he was too ashamed. Wanting to help, Harold wired the money, only to discover later, when he spoke to his real grandson, that Mark had never left town and was perfectly fine. Law enforcement and elder advocates stress that no genuine family emergency will ever require secrecy or immediate money transfers without proper verification. If you get a message like this, hang up and call your family directly using the number you already have. Never send money or give out banking information unless you are absolutely certain who you are dealing with. The safety and security of your loved ones should never depend on a stranger's word. Stay cautious and always double-check. Trap 4, the government agency impersonation scam. Scammers have become experts at impersonating officials from Social Security, Medicare, the IRS, or other government agencies, making this one of the most nerve-wracking tricks targeting older adults. It usually starts with a letter, email, or most commonly a phone call. The person on the other end claims there's a problem with your Social Security number, your Medicare benefits, or even your tax filings. Sometimes the message threatens fines, loss of benefits, or even arrest if you don't act immediately. These fake agents often sound very official and may even use information like your name, birth date, or the last 4 digits of your Social Security number to seem convincing. They might demand that you verify personal information, provide your Medicare number, or pay a fee using a credit card, wire transfer, or even gift cards. The scammers rely on fear, hoping you'll be too rattled to think clearly and will hand over information or money without questioning their authority. Let's consider the experience of Joyce, age 78, who received a call warning that her Social Security payments would be frozen due to suspicious activity. The caller said she needed to confirm her bank account numbers and send a payment to clear her record. Joyce, who relied on those checks, panicked and followed the instructions, only to find out days later that her identity had been stolen and money was missing from her account. Authorities want everyone to know that real government agencies will never call to demand immediate payment or threaten you with arrest. They will not ask for your full Social Security or Medicare number over the phone. If you get a call like this, hang up immediately and contact the agency using the official number listed on your statement or their records. Website. Never provide personal information to someone who reaches out unexpectedly. Protecting your privacy is the first step to staying safe in a world full of digital trickery. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Trap 5, the romance and friendship scam. Loneliness and the search for companionship have always been a part of growing older, but scammers now prey on these very human needs with a cruel and cunning new twist. The romance and friendship scam usually begins with a message or friend request on social media, a dating site, or even a simple email. The person reaching out seems friendly, caring, and genuinely interested in your life. They share stories, photos, and warm conversation, gradually building what feels like a real connection. Over time, the scammer might claim to live far away, perhaps even overseas, or say they are unable to meet in person because of work or family obligations. They become a regular part of your day, sending kind messages, remembering your birthday, and asking about your health or family. Once they sense trust, the story changes. There's a sudden emergency, an unexpected bill, or a business opportunity they want to share. They ask for help, a small loan, money for travel, or assistance transferring funds, and promise to pay you back as soon as they can. Let's look at Mary, age 72, who met a charming man through an online book club. He listened when she talked about her late husband, asked about her grandkids, and even shared recipes. After months of growing close, he mentioned a family emergency and asked Mary to wire him money to help his sick sister. She wanted to help and sent what she could. The request continued with new reasons each time. Mary eventually realized she'd been taken in by a scammer, losing both her savings and the trust she'd worked so hard to rebuild. Experts warned that genuine relationships take time and should never come with repeated requests for money or secrecy. If someone you've never met in person asks for financial help, especially if their stories start to sound urgent or too good to be true, talk it over with a trusted friend or family member before you act. Your well-being matters far more than an online friendship, and there is no shame in protecting yourself from those who would use your kindness against you. Stay cautious, stay connected, and remember, you are never alone in facing these challenges. Trap 6, the fake charity and disaster relief scam. Natural disasters, medical emergencies, and community tragedies bring out the best in many people, prompting acts of generosity and kindness. Sadly, they also attract scammers who prey on the goodwill of older adults with fake charity and disaster relief scams. These schemes often begin with an emotional email, a heartfelt phone call, or a message on social media describing urgent needs after a flood, wildfire, hurricane, or other crisis. The message might include real news headlines, photos, and even the names of well-known charities, all designed to tug at your heartstrings and open your wallet. The scammer urges you to donate right away using links or payment methods that bypass reputable organizations. Sometimes they ask for personal information, claiming they need your social security number, address, or banking details for a tax receipt or to confirm your donation. In reality, the money goes directly into the scammer's pocket, and your information may be sold or used for further fraud. For older adults who grew up believing in the power of charity, these appeals are especially hard to resist. Think about John, aged 79, who received a phone call from someone claiming to represent a well-known children's charity after a major hurricane. The caller used his first name, thanked him for his past support, and described desperate families in need. John was moved and agreed to give his credit card information, only to discover weeks later that his donation had never reached the charity and his account had been drained by fraudulent charges. Experts in charity watchdogs recommend always donating directly through the official website of a reputable organization, never by clicking on a link or responding to a call out of the blue. If you're unsure, check the charity's credentials on a site like Charity Navigator or ask a trusted family member for advice. True generosity makes a difference, but only when your gift goes where it's needed most. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Final thoughts. As we finish today's discussion on new online scams, I hope you feel just a little bit more prepared and a lot less alone. Maybe you recognize one of these traps from your own life, or maybe you were surprised by how convincing some of them sound. Either way, the most important thing you can do is stay cautious, trust your instincts, and never be afraid to ask questions. Getting older means you have decades of wisdom under your belt, and that's your greatest tool in protecting yourself. If something feels off, whether it's a phone call, an email, or a new friend online, pause, double-check, and talk it over with someone you trust. No one, no matter their age, should ever feel embarrassed about being targeted. Scammers are clever, but they aren't smarter than the support and strength that comes from sharing information and looking out for one another. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Our thoughts are important to us soon, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.